Salutations, everyone. Welcome back to Crusader Kings 3. I'm Lord Forwind, and today we're taking a look at the Princes of Darkness mod. So, this is from the World of Darkness, which, for those of you who don't know, vampires, werewolves, fae, witch hunters, vampire hunters, etc. The franchise has produced several games, such as Vampire the Masquerade and other various board games, and it's a role-playing game, for those of you who don't know. So, this is obviously a mod, so let's jump into what we've got. So, for those of you who don't know this world, I'll give you a quick summary as far as I understand it. All starts with supposedly Cain from the Bible was cursed to become a vampire. He had multiple people he embraced, which is the term for turning them into a vampire, and over time they have embraced their own children and caused their own problems. Then Cain and some of the older ones have disappeared, gotten killed, and their various clans, as you can see here, have scattered across the world. Now, the gaming of the World of Darkness official books and stuff changes over time, but by and large, these are your standardized clans. Some are good, some are disgusting, but overall, there's really no really good people. It's kind of shades of gray. So let's play one of the base ones. I am thinking, well, this says easy. I don't want to play easy, so let's do something a little bit harder. I haven't played this lady, so Durga Sin, the Queen of the White Rus. So there's also a different face and everything, but let's give this a try. I'm not going to do the storyteller mode, just because it would be harder. I'm also not going to put on roguelike mode, but I've left everything else basically at its default levels. So let's jump right into this. So basically our goal here is to protect Russia, the region area, against the Baba Yaga, who I guess is a very powerful vampire in her own right. There's also spirits of nature and fae and stuff, but the game has different bookmarks where you can start. So, the main vampire mechanics. For those of you who don't know, you don't die of old age or disease, but you can still be put to the torch or killed. Succession is a lesser but present concern. Marriages can't have children, so they're mostly political. Religions are a core part of the gameplay. They're their core philosophies that help them not fall to the beast. The beast, which is a literal manifestation of your inner monstrosity, is the worst foe. Managing stress is important not to fall prey to it. Otherwise, you become a feral white, resulting in your abdication. Feral whites are basically insane vampires who just attack and attack until they're finally killed. More advanced concepts. Vampires gain lifestyles at a much slower rate, and in fact, there are more lifestyles here. Blackmailing, scheming, etc. So it's a universe, 30 years, for those of you who don't know. It's quite interesting. If you guys haven't played Vampire the Masquerade, it is available through Steam, but you do need the mod, the unofficial patches, which fix it. So, we are here. We are in the White Rus. This is our main opposition, the Shadow Curtain. We basically hate each other. Let's see. So, let's look at our character here. So, we are a 5th generation vampire, which means we're 5 generations from Cain. Or so. We are from Clan Ravenos. Good at animals and melancholy lifestyle. Obviously, we're a vampire, a miracle worker. We've got access to a lot of fairly powerful disciplines, which are basically, think, magic. We're great eminence. Overall, we're fairly good at everything except fighting. So, let's choose our lifestyle. So, we have the standard ones, and at some point we will want to do stewardship. But we also have the various vampire disciplines. So we are fairly good at animalism, using creatures of the night, create familiars and stuff. I don't know all the mechanics of this, because there is a lot. We're better at drinking vampire blood. And no, this is not Twilight. Okay. Okay. We've got Animalism Advanced, which is good. We could work down this Tongues of Beasts. Ooh, Casting Plagues. Ooh, that's a nice, powerful one. We may have to develop that at some point. Unconquered Soul is if someone tries to... I don't really know how to pronounce that. Dibblerize. Basically eat another vampire's blood to gain their power. Unconquered Soul basically means you overwrite the people who eat you and take control of them. It's a very dangerous thing, eating other vampires in this world. Okay, so we are not 4th generation, we're 5th. So at most we could get these ones, but we could not get these final ones. Okay, what else could we learn? As you can see, there are plenty more disciplines we do not have access to. So, Fortitude. This might be useful. Make it harder for us to get killed. Okay, anything else we can learn? Oh, yes, we can use Auspex and Dominate. Auspex is like scheme resistance in this game. That could be very useful. Dominate is basically the ability to control people, including blood bonding them to gain hooks, abducting them, mind control, basically. And we already have blood sorcery we've learned. We haven't done presence. At some point we're going to want to do that. At some point we want to get all of these, to be honest. As many as we can get. I'm thinking for now, let's do Potence. So knights are a very important thing in this game, so that can be very useful. Actually, no, let's go with... Oh, I didn't realize we have this thing. We have access to necromancy, which is interesting. And we also have chemistry. Illusion magic. I've not actually seen this one before. Sorry if I digressing from actually playing at the moment. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of necromancy. Wow. We're really hard to kill through schemes. Create a custom artifact. Ooh. Huh. Okay. I did say I was going to do something. I can't remember what it was I was going to do. Let's do Potence here, because that will help us. So, we're going to ignore the base ones for a while. We probably have... Well, in fact, we actually have no base traits. So, our successor is all voting. So, let's do our player, heir, and daughter. So, obviously, everything's feudal elective, so we might not have the heir we want. We might, though. Now, there's a duchy, which we can vote for again as well. Okay. We want to create a coterie, which is basically a group of vampires that all work together. So we'll take our default name and see if we can invite any of our children to join us. Although, considering this guy seems to want us dead, I doubt we're going to get that many people. Okay, so our character here, the parent, is the one that sired our character, who's in fact actually part of our realm, which makes it very unusual. Okay, we can station men-at-arms. So we've got... Oh, we're Romany culture. Interesting. So we are of a completely different culture to this area, which is not abnormal for the vampires. So we do not match any of this culture. We're in fact from somewhere... Wait, Romany? I forget where Romany comes from in this. Indo-Aryan. Rajasthani. So over here. It's not on the map at this point, it doesn't look like. Yeah, we're currently a pacifist. Converting cultures is very difficult, and even making new hybrid ones. So let's take our people here. I think we're going to convert our... Well, let's see. How's Romany in terms of innovations? So there's, of course, new innovation stuff, but by and large, it's similar. The game goes for a long time, by the way. Compared to Russian, it's about the same, actually. So we could convert our capital. Do we have anyone better for this job? No. Okay. Let's assign one of our characters' sons to the court so he hates us less. This guy's terrible at his job. Wow. Okay, we gotta swap things around so we actually have people who know how to lead armies. Although apparently the best we have is 4, which is pathetic. Okay, so other mechanic, all the buildings have changed. I'm only going to do this for this first episode, by the way. So vampires, basically, most of your buildings come with negative modifiers at the beginning. If you upgrade them further, let's look at influencing the nobles here. So if we start at level 1, our cav gets better, we get some taxes and popular opinions, but the garrison's 50 the size. Then it's 20, then it's gone, and then our bonuses get huge. The problem is we have to either get the higher level innovations and other various things. Actually, we're pacifists. We're going to want to change culture at some point. So, vampires, the buildings are weird. So really what matters are duchy capitals, because then you can build princedoms. And princedoms are how you get your money and how you get prestige and renown, as well as development growth. You cannot do developments like your steward can't develop land, which makes high development lands really important. So something like Constantinople, development 23, Rome, whatever Rome's developing is 30, Salerno. Basically all the major capitals are extremely important. Compared to that, we don't have that much going for us at the moment. So we're going to create that one. We already have a couple other buildings here, but they are not that good. Okay. Negotiate alliances. We'll sign alliances with our characters' family. Keep them in line as much as possible. So one interesting thing is the game now uses, and this was an update, now uses the clan mechanics. So right now we're not the head of our house. That's our marshal, who's also our character's father. So let's do... Okay, let's see what our objective is. So a lot of the major characters have objectives. So our major decisions west from east. Okay, we have to have Kingdom of Whiterun 100 size or more. We're 14. Okay. Or the small minority of Clan Ravenos not dwelling in India. So everyone else is in India. We're barely acknowledged as a vampire. So if we get huge, we can get the Western Ravenos, the Western ruling clans, the Venturi, the La Sombra, and the, I don't know how you say that one, Tismesi, are, would have trouble. But our main goal, interesting. If we have 2,000 piety, 2,000 prestige, we can kind of reunite our clan. Okay. So, is there anything I want to build? So if we openly rule, there's problems if we get into... if we do too much, the vampire hunters of like the Catholic and other churches will come down on our head. So we do have to keep an eye on that. Okay. Well, I will create some controlled animals. Not that they're very useful, but... So men-at-arms are extremely important, and you can create ones like ghouls, who are very powerful. as well as like mass embraced vampires and bears. Okay, what is our prey? What do we hunt? So we can choose to hunt vampires, which gives us a secret, or we can hunt humans. Let's go with humans or animals, because we have a lot of animal power. I'm going to say let's go with charm. Give ourselves the type of predatory of siren, which makes us have slightly better diplomacy as well as gets people to like us. So let's go with that. Okay. The update for what's going on in Russia. Grandmother. As far as anyone can remember, Russia is home to one of those powerful kindred in existence, Baba Yaga. This fourth generation Nosferatu is rumored to be the true progenitor of the clan, very much part of the land, and uses it to defend herself against her vengeful sire. And we can, in fact, look at her. Luckily for all in the area, the witch is in torpor. Basically, it's vampire sleep, suspended animation. However, the influence of her shadow curtain is still felt, nurtured by her second in command, Victor, who's the guy we was talking about. There are only two types of vampires in Russia: the vessels of the grandmother, the brave, and the soon-to-be dead. The latter two sometimes overlap. So our goal is to basically survive and crush the little grandmother. So, our story so far. Why is Durga Sin? Russia needs you more than ever. Your eternal foe, the fearsome Baba Yaga, lies in sleep for now. But her agents of the Shadow Curtain still oppress your homeland under the tyrannical worship of the accursed hag. You will need all the help you can gather in the daunting task ahead of you. Luckily, you're known as perhaps the greatest mentor in the Canaanite world, a fact you can leverage to your use. Gather the best around you, reverend teacher, and lead them to victory. As Durga Sin, you will always have a special, always beneficial option when educating a new progeny. You can also lift Baba Yaga's curse on you to recover your youth by achieving the West and East objective, which is to grow our empire to 100, our kingdom to 100 size. Okay. Oh, we got to cast a vote here. We'll vote for ourselves. We'll say if the Shadow Curtain person dies, we should take over their mortal enemy. We're third in line for it because we're a powerful vassal within the Shadow Curtain kind of Russia kingdom. So, we want to expand if we can, because these guys are significantly stronger. They've got some very powerful units. Okay, so we needed their allies or to conquer lands. Now, conquering's tricky because the only things that matter are gaining duchies, duchy capitals. So we want to take as many duchy capitals as we can get our hands on for the wealth and power. So I think I'll declare war on this guy and try and take his capital. We'll see if this works. He could call in lots of allies. Or we could just really rapidly win. We'll see. Oh. So our father, this guy, is preventing, is giving religious protection against us using his head of house hook. Speaking of which, we should look at our religion. We are the path of paradox. We believe in a higher purpose for everyone, including themselves, vampires, and other mortals. Okay? So, we have various virtues: lustful, gluttonous, wrathful, arrogant, deceitful, zealous, and catless. So basically, most things that would normally be sins are positive. Most things that would normally be positive are sins. So we have to be kind of evil. Yeah, basically we're willing to like lie and stuff. Magic is shunned. Infernalism, controlling demons, is evil. Haunting is shunned. Witch hunting is criminal. Hungry dead are evil. Undying. Okay, lax masquerade, so we can do more stuff. We could have ghouls, which is nice. We can't have any thin bloods, which are people whose vampire blood has waned, supposedly. We do have blood sorcery allowed. Blood oaths are criminal. Okay. Very interesting. It doesn't seem like there's anything against us. Well, obviously we're shunned because of necromancy. And I think we can use ghouls, which is always a nice thing. Let's quick win this war if we can. Okay, he's trying to siege our capital. Now, important things is that the men-at-arms really determine who wins wars. So I'm probably actually not going to win this battle. Oh, no, I will. Good. Victory is ours. Perfect. Okay, that is good, because now we can get a second capital duchy. So, we now have Luki here. So we'll build a princedom. We do have a blood tax on this, which is a little unfortunate. Blood tax removes development, but you get a lot of money from it. Oh, I should probably disband my army. We are being raided by somebody. Feral Mongols. Wow, this guy's got a lot of troops. What's his kingdom? Oh, Livona. Ugh, we're gonna have to be careful of him. Okay, we want to convert this to our faith if we can. Oh, a royal court. There's so much to do. We'll speak well of her. We have no court artifacts, which is annoying. We are a diplomatic court. Let's lower our cost as much as we can. Yeah, that'll do for now. Save ourselves some money. Money is really hard to get, I find. Okay, station men-at-arms. Station that one there. Okay. Oof. If the loyalty of our champions drops below 0, they would leave. Why is she unhappy? Because we fired her from court. Ah. I guess we'll try and sway her to keep her around. Okay, is this... That's not a capital duchy. Vespia. We also have to keep an eye on the Voidate, the Blood Horde, but it's the Black Curtain or the Ferals that'll be our biggest threats, probably. Oh, yes, our legacies. So, different dynastic legacies. We can recruit insects as men-at-arms, although it shows bats. Heavy Cav is stronger. Later on we can get lifestyle. That'll be nice. Some prestige. And then dread gain from tyranny. So all of these unlock different buildings and men-at-arms. We'll see how we do. We are kind of a precarious position here in Russia. We cannot upgrade this till the dev gets above 5. Okay. Let's hold court. Crop sharing. Never forget a face. Question them, which never catches anybody. Okay. So, we could hunt in our capital. Let's do a vampire hunt. We will hunt scoundrels. Oh, that costs more. Let's just hunt peasants for right now. There's the monthly learning lifestyle. We should probably pick a building here that helps. A lot of these we can't do till we get higher resources. Influencing the lawgivers might be worth it. Rabble and thugs is good if you want levies. The problem is it costs you prestige, and our prestige gain is already rather low. Okay, so we still have the blood tax, but now that we've got the prince of a town going. We're gaining from neighbors, which is nice. Okay, so now we can hunt people. So, based off who you hunt, sometimes you can get basically lifestyle experience from them. So she has choleric. So if we drink her blood, we gain resonance, which is nice. So take a drink, weakening her, but she'll be fine. Now, the important thing is we can hurtify them, meaning our vampire will drink from them periodically without us having to do anything. And considering we got a huge bonus from her, it's going to be worth it. Forge a goblet. No, not for 100. We have no trinkets. We have no banners. We're in a bit of a rough position, the reality. Okay. Converting to local culture would take 2,000. We had that champion who was going to leave, right? Oh, we also have a prisoner I should deal with. Prisoner. So, what you can do with a prisoner, we can negotiate release. She's an 8th generation. We could theoretically kill her, behead her, burn her at the stake, or attempt to eat her. The danger is it's a heinous crime. We would get a little bit stronger, but there's a chance of her eventually emerging from us and eating us. Let's just demand her conversion and then let her go. Okay. Try and keep our people around, considering how few we have on our side. So, we could do this one, which gets us monthly lifestyle and piety. You know what? I think, honestly, I don't think it's worth it at this point. We need something that strengthens our units, if possible. We don't have a lot of resources yet. We could try and take this guy's capital. But there are a lot of adversaries in the area. It doesn't look like it. So we're probably safe taking its capital. And we're doing this literally just to gain capital duchies. There's no chance we're going to do mass expansion for a while. But taking over what we can early on will help. Okay, there we go. We got 2 capital duchies. So I can give this one away, which is slightly unfortunate, but better than not, considering we will now have another town. We'll be prince of 3 towns, which is a good start. Okay, we probably need to... Oh, 50 gold. We probably need to strengthen what men-at-arms we can. So the people nearby have a men-at-arm that gives like 100 plus, which is terrifying. We could get some ghouls. Yeah, let's get some ghouls. If nothing else, they'll at least be vaguely useful. They're going to be more useful than, say, our animals. So, what do we need to do now? The goal here, of course, is to take out the Iron Curtain, the Shadow Curtain. But they're significantly stronger than us. Oh, that's a low control. Of course, the fact is we have nobody who's good at controlling stuff. Ugh, it's awful. Oh, we could try and find a spouse for our ruler. That guy's way over there. But he does have 1,000 troops. I don't think we have anybody we'd want to have our character get married to at this point. Let's up our crown authority, though, a little bit. Lasting line. Okay. We have a Liberty faction against us. Uh-oh. The problem is this guy's terrible at everything. So, the other thing we have to deal with is primogents, which are basically representatives of various clans. And unfortunately, all these guys are fairly terrible. Well, this one's decent. Monthly renown up, as well as dynasty opinion. But it does cost us gold. That's the problem. You're terrible too, but you do... Nah, let's not do that yet. Is giving the gold away. The gold will serve the realm. Please give it to the poor. Gold will serve the realm. Okay, well, actually, that will be it for this episode because it's already running long. So next time we will keep going and see what we can do with the goal of killing the Shadow Curtain, as well as growing our clan as much as we can. So, see you guys all next time. Hope you're enjoying this, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.